This is going to be your weekly tarot and oracle reading. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies for the upcoming week, break it down day by day, and let you know how to navigate. So as I'm filming this, it is Sunday afternoon. It's warm, it's sunny, and it feels like a really nice, relaxing day. Now, the one thing that I will tell you is that we are moving very quickly into Cancer season. By the end of the week, we're going to have a full moon and ultimately a new energetic time in Cancer. So this upcoming week, you may feel a mixed bag of energies, and I know I've been saying that a lot lately, but it's true. You know, we've had a lot of emotions, a lot of tension. The thing is this, we're going to have the moon move into Scorpio tonight, so be prepared for a bit of watery vibes. Mercury's going to move into Cancer, so there you go, some more watery vibes. So the emotions, I think, are going to build for the week. And I'm curious to know, let me know in the comments, what's your word of the day? What's your word of the week? What have you been feeling? So let's take a look at the overall themes and messages. So for this reading, we have understanding, silence, awareness, the divine feminine. This is an energy that's basically saying just be. Be still. Allow yourself to be in receiving mode. Let's take a look at what else you need to know. Well, there you go. Receive. May you know you are worthy of the gift. So very strong feminine energy here. Wow. I am loving this. Okay. What else do we need to know? Reflect. What does standing still reveal? So maybe a great blue heron might be a bird that you see. Reflect. You know, it's kind of funny. I'm going to one of my favorite trails today that I haven't been to in a long time. I used to go there every single day. And lately it's just been really tough to do so. But I plan on going there a little bit later on today. And I have memories of seeing herons there. So interesting. It's a place where I like to go and reflect, actually. It's funny that it says it on the card. You know, I often find that it's my Zen place. I like being on this trail. It's on a little river. It's beautiful. You know, the way the sun sparkles through the trees. I just love it. And I crave it. And so today it was one of those days where I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to the trail. So I hope you're having a great day yourself. I know it's Father's Day, and you know, Father's Day and Mother's Day, for example, are not the easiest, because if you've lost a mother or lost a father, these days are often quite difficult. So I send you lots of love on this Father's Day. But look at the coloring of these cards, you know, the purple, the pinks. I love it. What a beautiful vibe. So this is telling you to just be today. You know, do whatever you got to do to go ground yourself. But I'm going to take these and put them to the side, and we'll get right into the cards. Now, like I said, we have a full moon happening on Friday, and I am doing a full moon Zoom. The full moon Zoom is a 2-hour general collective reading on Zoom. You will get a recording of it if you'd like to attend. And I also send a personalized mini reading for you by the next new moon. So the cost of that is $22, and the link is in my bio, or you can purchase right on my website, kellylorraine111.com. Always a fun night, always a fun night. So let's take a look at what we can expect for the week. I'm going to be using these Moonology cards since we're leading up to that full moon. So on Monday, we have here the end of a tough cycle approaches. Well, there you go. Full moon in Capricorn. Can't make that up. Now, the full moon in Capricorn energy is going to be interesting because guess what? We have 2 full moons in Capricorn happening in Cancer season. And that's not something that happens all the time. So we're going to have a full moon in Capricorn at the beginning of Cancer season and one at the end. So it's going to be an interesting time. Okay, now here's an important fact. There will be retrograde affecting the second full moon. So this is about getting your stuff done. Okay, right now anyways, this is the energy where it's like you've got to prepare, you've got to get your stuff done. So on Monday, the end of a tough cycle approaches. You're getting there. I mean, full moons are all about purging and surrendering and letting go. Now on Tuesday, we have here, work through your fears. This is the thing. The energy lately has been very tense and anxious because it's almost like we're afraid of what's to come or what's happening in the next cycle. And you won't know that until you cross that bridge. Well, it's time to release negativity. Now, here's something interesting. I mentioned earlier that tonight the moon is going to move into Scorpio. And whenever the moon is in Scorpio, people feel really emotional, right? And you can always tell. I always say you can always tell when the moon is in Scorpio with people. Because there's the emotions, the intensity, the maybe even sharpness, if that makes sense. I'm thinking kind of the stinger here. Or the pinchers, right? But yeah, it doesn't surprise me that those Scorpio cards are coming out as well around that full moon and Capricorn card. So let's take a look at Thursday. We have here your hard work is paying off. Very consistent energy. Okay, let's take a look at Friday. Believe in the impossible. That's the full moon. And you know what's so interesting? A blue moon. A blue moon is when you have 2 full moons in a month or in a cycle like that, if I'm not mistaken. So there you go, right on the full moon. We're going to have the first full moon in Capricorn on Friday. So believe in the impossible. Okay, anything can happen right now. Let's take a look at Saturday. It's time to take action. You've got stuff to do. Okay, on Sunday, be bold and make the first move. Now, that doesn't mean chasing a relationship, just so you know. It's okay to make moves in a relationship as well, but just be mindful. You don't want to chase anybody. But anything you do for your own personal growth and evolution, absolutely go and do it. Now, a sneak peek at the following week. Show the world the real you. Live your authentic truth. A lot of things are coming to light. Now, just as a side note, in my sessions and readings that I've been doing, I've seen so many 7 of Swords, Tower cards. I'm really curious to see what's going to come out today in the tarot. You know, 7 of Swords is about deception or betrayal, but it's also about living your authentic truth, you know, taking away the mask and ego, which is fear, right? So a lot of us right now may be going through tower moments or needing to live our authentic truth so that new things can come in, right? Changes can happen. So let's see. The end of a tough cycle approaches on Monday. Well, there's the 5 of Swords. You got to put down the battles. Put down the swords of the battles, maybe I should say. End the battles. There's a conflict, you know, and the number 5 is big changes ahead. It's a bit of a tower moment kind of energy. Work through your fears. You know, there's going to be some truth or some clarity that comes through on Tuesday. An aha moment or an epiphany of some kind. Time to release negativity. The High Priestess, Ascension. Let go of the old so you can have the new. You're ascending. You're getting information. Your hard work is paying off. Let's see. 8 of Wands, manifestation, shooting your shot. You know how this looks like surfing or skateboarding or, you know, just sort of like going for it. Surfing, maybe like riding the wave, you know? So this is about being clear. Surf or sail into the next cycle. Let's take a look at Believe in the Impossible. Another 8, 8, 8, infinite. Believe in the impossible. This is about hard work. But you know, I'm always careful with that because I believe in working smart more than working hard. Yes, you have to have ambition. But this could very well be hard work paying off. Now it's time to take action. There's that Ace of Wands. Beautiful. There's that spark, that passion. You know, it's interesting. This is an Aries card, and I believe the Ace of Wands is Aries energy as well. It's that fire, that spark that's pushing you. It's an ignition, a purpose. And be bold and make the first move. Let go of the cycle. Ten of Swords, let it go. Let it go. That's maybe the bold move, to let something end. And show the world the real you. Let's see. See? The Nine of Pentacles. I just love this. This is like self-worth, self-value, self-respect, feeling good in your own skin, doing something nice for yourself, buy yourself something nice. I just love seeing this right now. This is you just enjoying yourself, taking pride in yourself. Okay, let's take a look at the Oracle cards. Let's go back to Monday here. You know, look, the Albatross card is a good omen. It is. It's telling you you've got stamina. You're working through tough times, you know. It's telling you to remain calm, just like we saw in those cards earlier, to reflect and to receive and to just be, really. At the same time, you know, when I said put down the sword or the battles, you got to let go of the baggage, the burdens, the feeling cursed, the guilt, the shame, the regret. It's very hard to do, and I understand that, but believe in the impossible. Like we said, anything can happen. You're going to feel how heavy the baggage is in the next couple days. And you're going to get to a point where you're going to say, do I really want to carry this anymore? It's going to be a big decision for you. What's the answer? What's the truth? What's the aha moment that's going to push you to let go, to take off the mask? You know, how interesting. I just talked about that, you know. We've got to live our authentic truth. So there's going to be something that comes to light here. Something may become unmasked. Another thing I want to warn you about, just be mindful, is that right now, you know, with these Neptune placements, there could be some illusions, scams, illusions, whatever. Just use discernment. Keep your eyes open, okay? Now on Wednesday, we have the High Priestess. There's good luck, abundance, good fortune. This even says, you know, happy coincidence. You might get a certain sign or synchronicity, unexpected rendezvous. Very interesting. You might run into someone you haven't seen in a long time, or hear from somebody you haven't heard from in a long time. I love the fact on here that there's the pomegranate, and the pomegranate is a symbol of fertility. You know, feminine energy, the Empress, you know, that kind of vibe. The cards we had at the very, very beginning, you know, is what I'm thinking about. The divine feminine, understanding, silence, and awareness. Okay, let's take a look at Thursday. Celtic knot, unconditional love. Putting your heart out there. Infinity. Isn't that interesting? And I was just talking about 8-8 when we saw that card. Now we have infinity. Connected, love of a lifetime. You've been working very hard. Let's see. You know, it's interesting. Believe in the impossible. Just try to let go a little bit, you know. Like I said, work smart versus work hard. There's inspiration here. And funny, I just mentioned Neptune. There could be some illusions, but there's also inspiration and clarity. You know, the Hanged Man energy is about taking a pause to gain some clarity or some insight. So you might have some illumination come through. And like I just said, there's the illumination, there's the light here on, and that's the night of the full moon. And the moon is about illusion and fantasy and romance and worry and anxiety and purge and surrender. It's such a mixture of energies, and it is the divine feminine. The moon is divine feminine. The sun is divine masculine. And so let's see. There's the King of Air, or the Justice card, equal giving and receiving in balance. Venus energy. There's a spark here. Like I said, taking action, finding balance in your life. Maybe even detaching a little bit. because the King of Air is about detachment. And here that Ten of Swords is saying you got to let something go. And wow, 1111, twin flames, divine partner. Again, we're here about balancing masculine and feminine energies. You know, if you identify with being on the twin flame journey, or going through a spiritual, I call it a reawakening, it is a constant, I wouldn't say, I don't want to use the word battle. It doesn't have to be a battle. It's growth and evolution. It's a constant change in your life that occurs. It's going from one level to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, until we leave this earth. You know, healing never ends, learning never ends. So essentially, I just feel like with regards to twin flames, deep soul connections, everything has to move. If it's not moving, then it's not changing. Change is constant. Energy is fluid. I've been talking about this a lot lately. Energy is fluid. You have to recognize that the messages we have here today, right, will change, right? Nothing is absolute. Nothing is 100%. Energy is fluid. How you navigate that energy is completely up to you. And I was talking about this on live the other day. You know, it's like those choose your own adventure books. I don't know how many of you remember those books, but I loved them when I was a child. You know, go to page 52, go back to page, I don't know, 36, and it would take you on this adventure. And, you know, that's the thing. It's all an adventure. Energy's fluid. You're going to have one moment this feeling, the next moment that. And that's okay. You navigate as you go. And I always talk about this as like a Roomba vacuum. Like, what does a Roomba vacuum do? It spins around the room, it hits a wall, and it redirects itself. That's what we need to do. Well, there you go. Bellows, a catalyst, ignition, get things going. The theme here really is let go and get going. Let go and get going. Interesting. Spark, effort required. Number 1111, 33. Very interesting. I mean, those are master numbers, right? Okay, let's take a look at some inner child oracle cards here. Oh, I feel like they all want to fly out. You are worthy. You are worth it all, my love. You deserve the best of the best of the best, and I don't want you to forget it. Practice freedom. Release the weight of judgment, and I talked about that with the burdens over here. It's your mind, it's your body, it's your soul. Nobody is judge, jury, executioner. Nobody has the right to tell you what to do with your mind, your body, and your soul. Let love guide you. Choose to see the good in the world today. And you know, I've been asking this question to people a lot lately, especially in live, and I'm so thankful to those of you that have commented. And feel free today, if you'd like to, again, you know, what's something that is good in the world today? What's good in your life today? What's good in the world? We always talk about what's not going well. Let's talk about what's going well. You know, just as a side note, as a teacher, I used to notice this quite a bit. Do you remember or recognize that sometimes teachers may call home when a student isn't doing well? You know? But what about those times when a teacher calls home to say how wonderful something is, to give a compliment? You know, sometimes that's few and far between. And it's always important to recognize that there are good things that do exist. There are good people. You know, I think sometimes we think things are all good and all bad, and that's not true. You know, good people do bad things and bad people do good things. You know, there's, again, a constant change. There's a possibility for change, but you have to believe in that change, right? You've got to believe in the impossible. And it all depends on your perspective and how willing you are to really let go. Because letting go is actually going to bring you the things that you want. But that's sometimes what's so scary, is getting what we want, right? So deep thoughts, but I really like this energy for the upcoming week. And I hope you'd like to join us for the full moon Zoom on Friday, June 21st. I always appreciate your likes, your comments, your subscribes. It really means the world to me. So thank you very much, and I wish you an amazing week.